Houston Texans hit the road this week with their starting quarterback back behind center and riding a 4-game win streak that has them right back in the thick of it.
4th down and 9. Jones laces it, and it's incomplete. The Houston Texans' #1 defense comes through.
They are in Kansas City to take on a Chiefs squad in desperation mode. Turkey Day loss put them back at the 500 mark for the year.
Pass is on the money as Dak is able to hit Pickens. And the Chiefs without timeouts. Dallas with a first down.
It's over, unless something crazy happens.
Conversation between these two teams starts with Kansas City's O-line trying to keep Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter off Patrick Mahomes' back. Because despite his fine play last week, Chiefs' offense was once again stunted by Mahomes being dropped. He's taken 3+ sacks in 5 straight games now. Not coincidentally, Kansas City has lost 3 of their last 4. 3 sacks taken in their latest L.
Now it breaks down, and guess who's got him? Look at Clowney in on him.
Making things more problematic, their line, already missing guard Trey Smith, saw both their starting tackles leave the game hurt last week, and they didn't return. No matter who lines up at those spots, they're in for a long day. Anderson and Hunter, now there's a worthy adversary. They don't wear black pajamas, and neither came up with a sack last week. Houston only bagged Daniel Jones once, didn't pressure him a ton. Those are usually staples to their once again #1 scoring defense, leapfrogged the Rams D after holding the top scoring offense in the NFL to 16 points.
Jones can't get out of there. Houston makes him pay. The Texans get Sheldon Rankins home.
Texans have held 5 of the last 6 offenses they've faced to 19 or fewer points. Secondary shows up after facing Daniel Jones, gave up 7.4 yards per attempt to him, 2 TDs, no picks, a 101 rate, gave up a long pass play to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield, a 34-yard pass to Josh Downs on a great catch, 78 yards and a TD allowed to Alec Pierce.
Float it. End zone! Pierce has got it. Touchdown!
101 rate for the team, #1 in rating allowed, is pretty high, but only 201 passing yards allowed. The most passing yards they've given up this year, 226. That was week 1. Under 202 in every game since. Now, Houston's DBs line up across from Mahomes, who heads into week 13 off a nice showing, had scuffled a little his 3 previous outings, rebounded for 261 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, a rate near 130.
And heaving it down the field, wide open is Worthy. Unbelievable play by Mahomes.
Chiefs offense, which had finished with less than 24 points their previous 3 straight, with 28 points versus Dallas, went 3 for 3 on 4th down tries, 3 for 3 inside the 20.
With a blocker in front, Wiley in front, and Rice is free to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice led the way through the air versus the Cowboys, 92 yards, 2 TDs, 90-plus yard games back-to-back weeks.
Now throws, and is pulled down for the catch, the touchdown by Rice.
Xavier Worthy has averaged 60 yards over his last 2 games after laying down 61 versus Dallas.
It's over to Worthy again, shoved out by Bland about a yard short of the first.
Yeah, he's in rhythm.
And Travis with a touchdown in that loss. Kelsey 45 yards, 43 the week before.
Mahomes looking in the end zone, and he goes to Kelsey for the touchdown.
Hollywood Brown 2 catches, a touchdown, only 20 yards. Kareem Hunt a 22-yard reception to go along with 58 rush yards, 4.1 per try.
They've got it to Hunt, and they're going to be able to move the drive on down the field.
Isaiah Pacheco returned, only 3 carries, 16 yards. Texans front carries its weight as they have made it rough on running backs this season, held the league's top running back, Taylor, to 4 a carry, 21 attempts.
Taylor gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Most Chiefs fans will tell you, our D just did all that to them too. Held Taylor in check, made Indiana Jones look like he did in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, held the top scoring offense to 20 points. No need to run to hymns.com or anything. Last week's 31 points given up to Dallas, a reflection of Madagascar Marty being jumpy with the laundry and the Cowboys offense being tough to stop no matter who they're playing.
Can they convert here? Prescott looking around in trouble. He flips it. to Williams for the touchdown at the last moment.
Not sure if Hims has something for a soft defense anyway, but if they do, Kansas City secondary should put an order in for something to help them defend the pass a little better. Gave up over 100 yards to CeeDee Lamb and a score, over 80 yards allowed to George Pickens, 320 yards and 2 touchdowns to Dak Prescott.
Pirouettes around the defender and takes off past Edwards. Oh my gosh!
Rate allowed to Prescott over 100, which puts them at 1-3 in games where the opposing quarterback walks out with a triple-digit rating. CJ Stroud did not come close to 100 rate in his return, finally made it back from his concussion, no touchdowns, got picked off once, it was a bad one, a 75 rate.
Downfield, too high, intercepted by Bynum.
Stroud has only topped a 100 rate in 3 of his 9 starts, but he also put up 276 yards versus Indy, close to 8 yards per attempt, made plenty of nice downfield throws in a tough, gritty type game, plenty of good to build on as he knocks off the rust.
Play action. Stroud, he's open. Nico Collins, the defender, fell down, and Collins turned around. The ball was there.
Stroud took 2 sacks. He's a 2 to 3 sacks taken a game type of guy versus a Chiefs pass rush that didn't reach Prescott once on 39 chances. They're now averaging less than 2 sacks a game for the season. Top priorities for their pass defenders, Nico Collins, who led them with 98 yards versus the Colts. He's been on the upswing, 75 plus yards, 4 of his last 5.
Snatched by Collins. Collins with yards after the catch. 21 yards on the hookup.
Jaden Higgins has steadily been working his way into more looks. Caught all 5 of his targets for a season-high 65 yards a week ago.
2nd and 9. Stroud, a bullet. Caught by Higgins. First down.
Xavier Hutchinson with 5 looks, 39 yards, and Dalton Schultz, 55 yards, 7 catches.
And he fires that one to Schultz, who catches it and takes it to the 31.
Texans' run game is a lot like Kansas City's, always the X factor. Woody Marks, 19 attempts, 64 yards, only 3.4 a carry last week. Couple of key chunky runs though. Nick Chubb, 9 attempts, 34 yards, a touchdown. Should get plenty of chances to keep Kansas City's defense honest, as they say. They held Javonte Williams to 3.5 a run on his 17 attempts, but gave up over 130 yards on 5.3 a carry for the game, primarily due to letting Malik Davis get away for a 43-yard touchdown.
Look out. Here goes Davis. Malik Davis sitting in zone.
Kansas City has beat the Texans 5 straight times, most recently in last year's playoffs. Also took them down the very first time they met in 2003, and how?
Far to throw, once a first down, it's picked off. Okay. Shenard Hartz, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, reaches out for the end zone, touchdown!
Quarterback Trent Green found Eddie Kennison for his first scoring play of the year. And then Dante Hall went coast to coast for the 2nd time in as many weeks.
Picks it up. First guy misses, second, third guy miss.
Look,
right side, a block for Dante Hall. Gets a block from Blaylock. Up the right side, 45-40. Cuts back right. He's up to 25. An incredible punt return by Dante Hall. He's got it. He cut back left. It is a touchdown.